Ladies and germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click a random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
But first, we like to talk about a little something extra. The GDBQR 2014, that's the Great Dilettante Ball Quarter Race 2014, where Spencer and I race you.
And you.
How do we usually say
No,
that?
I'm just throwing you off on purpose because I know you can't handle it.
Ugh.
This
This is like 3 weeks in a row where I just...
This is what you say. Where Spencer and I race each other and you to collect all the 50-some-odd state quarters ever produced. That's what you're supposed to say. And then you say, how many do you have this week, Spencer?
None.
Goo.
We don't have any quarters,
We
but
don't.
neither do you. So fuck off. You want to pull up a random article?
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Fuck me.
Oh, boy. What do we got?
This is fucking juicy.
All right. Hit me.
What if it was Pamela Anderson, Tommy Lee sex tape?
I would die.
It's not. Metric system.
I hate you. You can't tease out Pam and Tommy Jones. You know, Tommy Jones.
Metric system, that's crazy.
It's
This is probably the
most
most
normal.
important article we've gotten.
All right, whatever. You're a loyalist apologist.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, do you live in America or not?
Yeah.
Then it's customary to use
loyal to whom?
When you're in America and I call you a loyalist, I guess it means to England.
Oh, where they use the imperial system.
What's the imperial system?
What we use. I mean, essentially.
That's crazy.
It's,
Good for them. I
The
guess
thing,
they finally figured it out.
That's why we use it.
No way. Is that true?
Yes, they started it.
That's insane.
And
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's why it's called the imperial system.
I
Because
thought it was called customary units.
that's what we call it. I'll tell you why. This is crazy.
Okay. So last week I knew everything about Dota 2, which is useless. And this week you know everything about the metric system, which is super useful. So I think we know who the brains of the operation is.
Someday I'll learn about Dota 3. No, so you know, they use pounds and miles and stuff in England.
In addition to other crazy stuff like stone.
Yeah, that's
sure.
nutty. Which is like 13.5 pounds or
It's
something.
an insane amount.
But for commerce, they're required to use the metric system
Because
they're in the EU.
Sure.
But everybody uses imperial.
That's crazy.
The reason that it's different from customary is because we split off from them as a country, and both we standardized our units after the split.
Sure.
So
George Washington had like an apple and was like, this is a pound. And
right.
then King George had an apple and was like, this is a pound.
Right, exactly. So it's essentially the same, but they're like slightly different.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like our inch is like an
inch
and a
a
16th.
Right, exactly.
That's awesome.
So but yeah, so they use imperial. I assume a lot of former colonies are still on imperial.
Okay. So like Canada.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, actually.
I don't know either. India.
Who knows?
All of Africa.
Australia, I feel like would use imperial.
Sure.
I mean, their dollar's called the dollar. Right?
Yeah, I mean that's right. I don't know.
Get it together, Australia.
That's pretty cool. And don't they have is there like a museum where you can go and be like, "Nope, there's the first meter."
That's in France.
That's in France,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There's the customary Musée Customaire.
Probably.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. Nailed it.
There's they have the shit like that. Like there's like a weight that's like, oh, this is the kilo. Yeah,
right. That's cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I guess there are other.
It's really crazy that we just eyeball everything. There was no original unit. It's everything was that's about an inch.
It is now.
It is. Yeah. Right.
Thanks, Dan. All right, it's in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
nothing like that.
But we have our Constitution.
Yeah. Nail it.
But
our Constitution is a foot long, by the way.
England. Doesn't England have like a not? It's like not written down or something crazy.
Their Constitution?
Yeah, something like that.
It's like an oral history.
Yeah, I mean, someone's written it down, but there's no like original one or whatever.
Their poet laureate.
Yeah,
just has to
Maya Angelou.
Right.
Yeah.
The British Maya Angelou.
I believe that they don't have it written down.
The British Maya Angelou is Neil Gaiman.
It's Maya Angelou with 2 U's.
What? What does that even mean?
Because they put extra U's in a lot of words.
That's just because they're in the EU. They're
Maya
forced.
Angelou. Do you want me to read to you about the metric system?
I
Because
suppose
we've
so.
just been hobgoblin over here. And not
We have been hobgoblin.
Guys, can we talk about Halloween real quick?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pushing this real hard.
I'm in.
Okay, you've all heard of the Christmas creep.
And if you haven't,
I'll tell you, Christmas starts earlier and earlier every year. The Christmas season essentially starts November 1.
1st. Yeah.
That's early.
There's a great Calvin and Hobbes strip about that. Essentially,
It's Calvin peeing on a Christmas tree.
yeah, that's on fire. No, it's essentially they've just gone trick or treating, and then they're like, "Well, let's go see what the Christmas decorations look like down at the mall." Like, pretty funny stuff, right?
Yeah. Biting.
1988 was a good year for comedy.
So I want to start the Halloween creep, which is pretty much the best name for anything.
Yeah,
What's creepier than Halloween?
not much.
So I've been kicking off the Halloween season for 2 weeks now.
Which I think is a little. It's a little early.
Not really.
I think it's a little early, but you got to do it now so people can catch on later.
Well, think about this. Christmas comes at the end of December, starts the beginning of November. So that's about 2 months.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I'm a month early.
Yeah, you're like a month early.
Well, you
I'm
gotta
fully into
get
that.
started.
Definitely, the Christmas creep should start September 1st. Like, kids are about to go into school.
Christmas time, baby.
What did I say, Christmas?
Yeah, you just say the Christmas
Christmas
creep.
should start in September.
Halloween should start in June.
Halloween should be year-round, and Christmas should start in September.
I would love if everything was Halloween year
Me
round,
too.
and then there was like 2 months of the year where it was Christmas,
Yeah,
and
the
then
only
back to
time
Halloween
that Wrigleyville is bearable to me is during Halloween.
when everyone's all dressed up.
When everyone dresses up for that weekend, whatever the weekend is, everyone decides is Halloween weekend. It's the best. Everyone's still just as like douchey and an asshole as always.
Oh, but he's a firefighter.
Yeah, and it's really funny. And like all the girls look like slutty bumblebees, and like right. All the guys just have their shirts off and are like jacked and have like a fireman axe. That's their costume.
Yeah, it's like a jack dude in his boxers with an axe.
Right.
So join me in kicking off Halloween right with the hashtag Halloween Creep 2K14.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I've already started posting videos.
Spooky gifs, spooky videos, spooky stories, anything you got.
And not scary. We mean spooky.
There's a difference.
Spooky's like a good-natured.
A haunt, a ghoul, a specter.
Yes.
Scary is a
banshee, a wraith.
for sure.
Those are scary.
Anything that a vehicle in Halo is named after is scary. You got banshees, wraiths, ghosts, warthogs, pelicans, mongoose,
Scorpions. Stay away from those. Those are scary.
Those are no good.
Spooky is a cartoon skeleton dancing with his pals,
playing his ribs like a xylophone.
Yes, for sure.
Lots of that.
Yeah.
What is that? Okay, what is that song? Spooky, scary skeletons. What is that from?
I don't know, but I was absolutely listening to that for like an hour today. So, spooky, scary. You know how I found that song, by the way?
No.
I
spooky
typed in
music.
I typed in spoopy skeleton.
No.
And it was like, yeah, this is what you meant. And I was like, yeah, that is exactly what I wanted.
So that's it. You heard it here first. The Halloween Creep begins now. Halloween Creep 2K14.
Get in on it.
At Dilettante Ball, DilettanteBall.
Hashtag Halloween Creep 2K14.
Please, let's do this. Halloween is the best holiday of the year.
It
you
is.
know how good of a holiday it is?
The best?
It's so good. Okay, if there's one thing I hate, it's Florida.
Sure.
Halloween is so good that I go to Florida every year
That is true.
to go to Halloween Horror Nights.
That is true.
The nation's premier Halloween event.
You fly to the world's worst place to celebrate the world's best
I
holiday.
do every year.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it again this year.
You are.
UniversalOrlando.com/Halloween Horror Nights.
What am I
I don't know. I'll tell you when I'll be there. I will be there the September 25th and 26th, I believe, are the 2 nights that I will be at Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay. So if you want to go there and meet Johnny, he'll be selling
I'll be at the
headshots.
Dilettante Ball booth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for real. Those are the dates that I'll be there. It's going to be dope as fuck. Please don't rob my house while I'm gone. Spencer will be here to check on my cat.
Yeah. I'll be watching spooky, scary videos with your cat. I hope your cat can handle it. He'll probably arch his back and be like,
Oh, and just stand like that the whole
yeah, with a
time.
bottle brush tail like a crazy.
He's the spookiest one of all.
I'm
I
sorry.
love when he stands in the window and he's silhouetted, and I think, what kind of ghoul has he seen?
Are you gonna get Halloween decorations for your door, for your apartment
For my dorm?
for your dorm?
I don't know.
like a styrofoam gargoyle head. with like a knocker on it.
We should.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, just a gargoyle with some big old knockers.
Yeah, some titties.
Some tiggle bitties.
I'm probably gonna get like cobweb stuff for sure. That's an easy one.
I wish that people decorated for Halloween like they do for Christmas.
When I was living in my first apartment in Chicago, I was like in a neighborhood and they went for it for sure. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you go up to Evanston.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I'll tell you, even the tricks are treats.
I had a friend who's so this is a big thing. Like, oh, it's day after Christmas, let's go get some bargains, right?
Sure.
Day after Halloween, they go to Target or whatever it was.
Candy Town.
No. Screw that, dude. They got mad decorations. And every year it was like a free-for-all, dude. So their place was nutty.
From Halloween to Christmas. They decorate that day.
Well, it kind of sucked because it was like delayed gratification. But every year.
But when you open it up,
yeah. It was just like gravestones everywhere and like, motion activated, scarecrows that.
Cauldrons with a skeleton hand that when you stick your hand in for candy, it goes, grabs you. Man, I love Halloween.
Me too. I can taste the sweethearts right now, dude.
What are you going to go as this year?
I don't know. I think last year I was Sherlock Holmes.
Is that true?
I think. Or might have been 2 years ago.
I didn't see you. I feel like you and Jessica, the official girlfriend of Dilettante Ball, and Liz and I just hung out and drank cider till we were sick and watched Hocus Pocus.
We did do that. You're right.
And that's going to happen again this year.
It will happen again this year. I think last time I went to the IO Halloween party, I went as it's like Cowboy From Hell. It's a song by who's it by?
I don't know.
You do whatever. It's
Young Jock.
No, it's like a thrash metal song.
Old Jock.
It's for
Old Jock.
What band was Dimebag Darrell in?
Fuck,
I'm
dude,
losing all my metal
streak
streak
no
right
idea.
now. Well, they have a song called Cowboys From Hell, and so I went dressed as like a cowboy.
With devil horns?
But no, I had a pentagram on my forehead, and Noah Gregoropoulos was like the only person to like look at me and go, yeah. And
that's a dead on Noah Gregoropoulos laugh.
Thanks. Yeah, so he got it, and everyone else was like, what? The
Yeah.
So it was good. It's funny.
You know who's gonna love that conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who's not a Chicago improviser. Woo! You're in for a treat.
Just name checking left and right.
Christian, real hardcore Christian, non-Chicago improvisers. Halloween and Chicago Improv Insider Baseball. Woo! Praise Lord.
Look, there's 2 things I like in this order: Halloween and Chicago Improv. Okay.
I want Halloween.
And it's hard living in the city, because everyone's in apartments.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, and it's also hard being a 25-year-old man.
Mm-hmm. With no kid.
There's really no excuse for us to do anything.
What's your deal, bro?
Can you just people drive around looking at Christmas lights? Can you just drive around looking at Halloween decorations?
Yes,
let's do that this year.
We should do that with Liz.
Yeah, because
she has a car.
Yeah.
Liz,
we just recruited you.
This is a call out to Liz Anderson.
Yeah, we're letting you know in advance.
Twitter shout out. Her gamer tag on Twitter is Liz Anderson.
Yeah.
Hashtag drive us around.
Hashtag
Halloween Creep 2K14.
Cool.
Thanks, Liz.
You're the best, Liz. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the Creep this year, we're going to be seeing houses in September, all through October,
November, December.
Probably into January.
Yeah, through January, yeah.
So that'd be kind of its own little spooky, sort of like a Nightmare Before Christmas sort of vibe with all the snow on the inflatable pumpkins. How bad, what are you going to do when you're a dad and you have your own house and people are coming to your place? Are you going to dress up?
I'm going to use Halloween as a cover to murder my child.
Yes, certainly. But in the meantime, before you have a child,
okay,
are you dressing up as a scarecrow, like a guy with a burlap sack over his face, and you're holding the bowl, and the bowl says like, "Please take one," and then a kid reaches in like a fucking little like kid with a skateboard, doesn't even have a costume,
and I punch him in the dick
because he grabs a handful of,
"Hey, asshole, get a costume or get the fuck out," and he's like, "Oh, I'm not a skateboarder, I'm a nerd. And this was my costume." And then I say, "Shut up, you're a fucking liar." And then I grab his ear, I grab him by the ear, and I bring him to his mom, and I say, "Your son's an asshole." And then she says, "That's my daughter, and she's a nerd." And then I punch her in the dick. And then I stand perfectly still. And they say,
"Where'd he go?"
"All I see is this scarecrow." And then they call the cops, and the cops come, And when they come up to investigate, I punch them in the dicks. But then they say, "Ooh, I'm just a skateboarder dressed up like a cop."
I'm two skateboarders on each other's shoulders.
But yes, that is at home. One year, I fucking love Halloween. You know what's great about Chicago?
No,
you can make a jack-o'-lantern, and it doesn't rot the next day because it's not
so cold
400 degrees like it is in Florida.
That's true.
In Florida, you have to make your jack-o'-lantern
like day before.
Yeah,
like the hour before.
October 31st
Right.
at like 4 p.m.
You get home from work and immediately you have to carve your pumpkin, and then it's still dead by the time the night ends.
Pumpkins, I've seen pumpkins out here like, no joke, into January.
Yeah, for real though.
But
when you're so proud of your handiwork, you want to keep it out.
Gotta. Especially this Santa Claus jack-o'-lantern. Come on.
Oh, I cannot wait. Are you putting real candles in there or fake electric candles?
Gotta put real candles.
Thank you. Yes.
There's nothing spooky about.
There's something that's so scary about a flickering candle.
So one year,
which is why I love Hanukkah, because it's the spookiest holiday.
It's 8 times spookier than any other holiday. One year we made a scarecrow.
That's crazy.
We bought like 2 bales of hay, one to stuff it and one to sit him. He sat on a bale of hay, and we took like an old pair of jeans. No, it was an old pair of overalls, I think.
Awesome.
And
a flannel shirt.
A flannel shirt.
Got it.
And I don't remember what we did for the head. I mean, it must have been a pumpkin. It must have been.
Yeah, right. Classic.
And we just stuffed it with hay, and it was the fucking coolest thing.
That was pretty cool. Like work gloves on the end of his. Yeah, right. For sure.
Oh,
maybe like holes in his knees where the stuffing's coming out.
Oh, you're fucking nailing it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That sounds cool.
Dressing up like that and scaring kids is so much cooler.
Yeah.
And you better believe that's what I'm gonna do.
That sounds awesome. Ugh, I cannot wait to do that. Man, I'm gonna scare the crap out of some kids. I'm just gonna hide in the bush and spray them with a hose.
You know how bad I'm gonna scare them?
How bad?
I'm gonna scare them so bad, and they're gonna scream, and they're gonna run a kilometer down the road.
Smell you later. So that's why I was lucky. I didn't go on many dates until Chicago. By that time, I didn't give a fuck because I was rich anyway. I was like, I got a real job. Rich,
yeah, right.
Having a job, having a form of income is rich to me.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches, hot sauce. 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 Peaches, hot sauce.